What is going on, everybody? JT98 Gaming here, and welcome to another player review. Team of the season, Max Kruse from SC Freiburg in the Bundesliga. This is my fourth team of the season review, and this time we've gone for a silver. 140,000 I paid for him. There's very few of him on the market, so his price can go from 140 to 110k in minutes. It just depends how many of them are on the market, but you can see he's got some really consistent stats around the 78 mark for just about all of them, apart from his defending and heading, so all the important ones for a centre forward, really. His in-game stats show he has very good sprint speed, reactions and agility. Well, alright sprint speed. Decent strength, that strength, he didn't prove that in game. He felt like 50 strength. It was really weird. Alright stats for his mental, but skill attributes, either way, they're really good. And 83 ball control, 83 curve, 81 dribbling, 86 finishing, 81 free kick accuracy, 81 short pass, 82 shot power, and 80 volley. So really consistent light green stats. High attacking work rate, so that's really good, and you can play in a number of positions, as you can see. 4-star weak foot, so almost 2-footed. So let's get on to the clips now, and I will discuss what I thought of the player. Sorry if you just heard my chair squeaking, it sounds like I'm farting, but I just got an incredibly squeaky chair. Mike may not have picked it up, but anyway. He is a player that I felt was a bit out of position at centre forward. I really feel he's a centre attacking mid for a number of reasons. Firstly is his pace, because his pace is 79, but that's not the pace you would buy a striker at, a centre forward, because they are basically strikers in the formation I was playing him in. Yeah, that's not the pace you'd buy, your preferred striker with. That's the pace you'd really settle with nicely at a centre attacking mid, in like a 3-5-2. So I think that would be his perfect position, a centre attacking mid in 3-5-2. I was having to think about it. I couldn't really decide, but I thought that would suit him best. Wouldn't play him up front. Centre forward is alright. Maybe a 4-2-3-1. Not a 4-4-1-1. Well, actually, it could be there, but it all depends on your striker, really. In this case, I had S-Vine and Ikonen, so two really good strikers. But in other ways, he is very good at that position because of his 86 finishing. I couldn't always get through a defence with him, so I was often restricted to long shots. So that kind of affected the way I played with him. His set pieces, I'll just say this now, they were pretty spectacular. Penalties, set pieces, all really good. And that did kind of reflect his passing stat, because it often does with players. His finishing in the box was always good. Didn't get in that many positions, like 6-yard box. I think I did a couple of times. I think I scored like here, for example. But his long shots, they were good most of the time. A couple went off target, like dreadful off target. But yeah, most of the time they were testing of the keeper and really demanding of the keeper. I came across so many overpowered teams, like with Czech and Marchetti, who you just cannot beat. His power was good, but it wasn't like really overpowered. Like front post wouldn't be the easiest with him. I don't know why. But he had really good control, and he could just go in and out of the defence, not the defence, sorry, the midfield, because that would often be who's marking him, like the midfielders. and he'd really beat them easily. And that's where he can be used to create the play, which is where I feel he's strongest, at creating play. And if he needs to score goals, that's his ideal role, and centre attacking mid as his position. That's where I recommend buying him, and there I feel he would be really worth buying, because he is a very good player. He's excellent passing, excellent control, can at times have a deadly finish, and he does really surprise at times. I mean, you have to remember, this is a silver player. This is a 74 rated player. This isn't team of the season like, Donovan or, like Vea, Diamanti. Players that got like 89 shooting on their card. This is a player with 79, I think, or 77. Can't remember which one, or 78. I'm not sure. So you can't expect him to be the greatest player in the game. But for a silver player, he is phenomenal. I mean, he just, you couldn't tell he was a silver in this team. I know it was a bit overpowered and cheap, but they still, he was the star man in this team. He was at the heart of all my attacks, and really the one to watch. He won so many man of the matches, playing for me. He was, he was there when you needed him to be. When, like, for example, he'd pass the ball to a player, but he wouldn't stop there. He'd make a run again, and he's really good to just play 1-2s with, things like that, and really pick up the team when there's nothing to offer, creating something out of nothing, and really adding an extra dimension to my attack, and certainly adding something to the creativity in the game. I mean, like the passing there, that was, to perfection. And I've given his good points as his long shots, his dribbling, his attacking work rate, his long and short passing, and his finishing. And for the bad points, there is price at times, his strength, heading, and skill. So I've given him an overall rating of 8 out of 10, because he performed excellent, but just wasn't quite there. And I hope you've enjoyed this review, found it helpful. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe.